Turn the attention to the whole dating scene right now in the UK. One perfect way to describe it is a mess. It's just one big mess. However, I think it's what's called a portrayed mess, because we're always seeing the negative things being posted. We're not seeing the positive things being posted. There's always the negative things that catch our eye, that catches the audience. So we're never seeing like, oh, my man did this for me, or my girl did this for me. There's always, oh, this and this did this, so I broke up with him. Oh, this girl did this. Is this a red flag? But as a whole, from like everyone I talk to, this whole dating scene is such a big mess. Big mess. It's like on the one side, on the male side, you had the males who are just in it for, come on, they're just in it for that thing, and they're ruining, they've heard other females and ruin it up for the ones that actually looking for something. And by the time we get to those females, they're doubting us, down our movements, down our actions, and they're putting the blame on us when we haven't done anything. And then when you bring it to the women's side, there's a lot of expectations, there's a lot of prerequisites that will be introduced now that when one of them is not met, sorry, you have to go. There could be a list of 10 things you need, but as soon as you don't have that one, sorry, not cutting it. It's harsh out there. It's very harsh. And this whole dating thing is causing a lot of damage to people, to the point where they're bringing it up to their new experiences. And what's happening now is it's sort of leading to a ricochet / ripple effect where it keeps spreading and spreading, to the point where no one wants to date anyone, because we're all just fed up. We're all just disappointed and blaming one side and blaming the other side, when we sometimes need to look within ourselves and just be like, okay, maybe I could do this differently, or maybe I should avoid this differently. But coming from my perspective, in terms of how we could sort out this dating scene, is we need to be able to not necessarily get over, but to be able to differentiate trauma that we've had incurred on ourselves before entering something new. Because all I'm seeing is, I got trust issues, I hate men are trash, men are this, men are that. Why? Because they've dated trash men, they dated liars and cheats and lazy men that just don't want to put in the work, and so it falls on us. It falls on the good guys. And what happens when you get a good guy? You don't know it. You abuse the good guy. You abuse them, and guess what they do? They become the exact man that you was just running from in the first place. And guess what they do? They mistreat the new women, and then the women go with it, and it starts all over. It's a very bad cycle. It doesn't even necessarily have to start with the women. It could start with the trash guy. The trash guy abusing the good women. It's this like cycle where we want to blame the other side and constantly like, it's your fault, you're dissing your dad, But we never want to just, put our hands up and be like, maybe I could choose a different person or choose a different way of doing this. But speaking of reasons to date, some people just do it for the wrong reasons. I feel there's obviously that sex element. I want to date so I could do this and do this, and I want a freaky girl. Or even now, women are being more confident in their sexuality, so now they're coming out and be like, yeah, I want this done to me. If you can't do this, this is not gonna work, and blah blah blah. So I'm not in it for that. Don't get me wrong, it's a good bonus. It's a good add-on, but that's not what I'm looking for. Notice how I keep saying bonus and add-on, it's because that's not what you should be looking for. Because yeah, the person can be good at, sex, but are they good in a relationship? Because there's a lot of women who, I need to start doing that. There's a lot of men and women who will stay in a bad relationship because sex is good and then complain afterwards. Man, I can't find a man. I can't find a girl. Well, you could have, but you were stuck in this relationship for how long now? Because some people are dating for status, looking for a good man or a good woman just to make themselves feel good, just to make themselves look good in front of other people. That's why they always have these long list of requirements. You need to be 6 foot, or you need to have no belly, or you need to have big bum, big breasts, or you need to be skinny, or you need to be hench, or you need to be constantly in the gym. There's these requirements that not everyone does because we're busy. We got other shit to do. I'm not trying to do it for you, I'm trying to do it for me. I'm trying to be healthy for my own sake, for my own health. I don't owe you shit. And I think one way to sort of keep distance of these types of relationship is just say it off the bat. Say it off the bat, look, I want this type of relationship. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to compromise. What do you want? Oh, you don't want the same? Fair enough. Have a nice day. I don't see why you're like, oh, maybe I can change your mind. Maybe we can do this, then do that. It's like, no, just relax. There's so much people in the world. You find someone. Relax. It's fine. I feel like there's a lot of peer pressure from not only family and friends, but social media. Social media has sort of become this place where you can just air out your relationship troubles, air out that you're single all the time, air out how you're happy in your relationship, how you're unhappy in your relationship, how you want to be in a relationship. And because of this, it just adds so much pressure, like, oh, I need to find the one, or oh, I need to find my queen, I need to find my husband. It's just like, relax. It's okay. Take your time. It's not that deep. We can all chillax for a moment, And I feel like there's a lot of... so there's a growing number of people who are only in it for the monetary benefits. I.e., they just want money. They just want the money, the good dates. They want to be fed. They want to be looked after. You probably heard the term sugar baby. You got Toy Boy, I believe it's called. The sugar daddy aspects of it. It's just, you're not dating though, are you? You're not dating. You can't get a job, or you don't want a job, or you have a job, it's not paying you enough. So you'd rather just, cool, you pay for everything, and maybe I'll give you a little peck on the cheek. Maybe I might give you a nice massage. Maybe I might tell you how pretty you are. Because don't forget, there are male sugar babies too. And I feel more betrayed by them. You're supposed to be a man, what are you doing? She's 80 something and 22, behave yourself. It's not that deep, go to work, you bum. But I personally don't like sugar babies. You contribute nothing. Your mom spent how much months with you? 9 months in their stomach, hours in labor, just to give birth to you. For you to be like, I don't want to stand up by myself, I'm good. Pay for me, please. Thank you. I personally see sugar babies as a pet. Because look at the similarities. You buy them toys, you keep them company, you take them nice places, and in return they stay loyal to you. You're a pet. You're a pet. Sugar baby is just a nice way of saying it. It's like how you have stripper and exotic dancer. Don't call them strippers, it's exotic dancer. No, you're a stripper. You strip the clothes off your body. you're not in this relationship, you're a pet. I give you money, you say no and be quiet. That's what you do. And I'm not going to, what's what I'm looking for, interact with you if that's what you're looking for, because I'm not giving that to you. I work in a hospital, long hour shifts. I'm not going to be using my hard-earned money to take you places for the chance. She might reciprocate some positive feelings towards me. It's BS. Like, come on, I'm a human. I'm not a freaking piggy bank. Move on. And don't get me started on these, like, there are these people, right? They have sexual preferences. Not like straight, gay, lesbian, whatever. But like, they have essentials in the sex department, and they are not afraid to say it. And the growing number of these people is just, I know we're not supposed to kink shame, but can we not kink shame some people? Like, can we not? There are so many people that I've met, and I might tell this like a future episode, but there are some people I've met just rub me the wrong way entirely. Just the wrong way. And that's just like the sexual side. There are some people that have like these weird, like, optional objectives if you're a video game fan, where, oh, you must smoke weed, you must drive, I've seen one where it's like, if you have the COVID vaccine, don't talk to me. Like, what? Are you serious? It's the vaccine. Like, fine. Say you don't want the vaccine because someone else got it, you can't date them? It's just weird. It's very weird. It's so weird. I think one trap people do in relationship is they segregate themselves into a category. And if you don't fit into that category, there's no way you're possibly good for me. It's like this whole, what's it called, horoscope thing with the Geminis and the Taurus and the Capricorn. It's rubbish. But you won't date me because I'm this and you're that, and we won't click because the stars in the sky said so. Are you crazy? Are the pebbles you're throwing around in your room made of crack? What are you talking about? Behave. Do research. Why base your whole relationship off what? The day you were born and the stars in the sky and your spirit animal and your element, and just shut up. You believe in all of this, but you're single, so you're not working. Madness. You're mad. The one thing that I could say is probably killing relationships is no one's willing to meet in the middle. Everyone has their own stance, and no one wants to be like, okay, maybe I can meet you halfway. Now, I'm not talking about, okay, you're in it for the sex and you're in it for the long haul, so let's meet in the middle. I mean, I'm talking about if you're both looking for a long-term relationship, but there's an aspect in that long-term relationship which you both don't agree on, but you're unwilling to compromise, it somehow becomes one person's fault. When in the true way, you could just compromise and come to agreement, and you could both just crack on. But it's like, no, it needs to be my way because I'm this and this, and I know what I'm worth, I know what I value, so it has to be like, no, that's not a relationship. Relationship is two people, not one. You can't be selfish. Everyone's shellfish. Shellfish? Oh my god, I can't believe I butchered that. I can't believe I did that. Oh, kill me now or send me home. Selfish. No one wants to be caring, be like, fine, I understand where you're coming from, let's try this, let's try that. Everyone's just in it for themselves, and that's not dating. So I think everyone just needs to reevaluate what they mean by dating. They need to leave their trauma at the door and just be open and willing to receive just a positive experience from dating. I feel like we come in with this like, oh, yeah, this happened to me, so if you're doing this, definitely gonna happen. Just relax and just go into it. Don't go into it blind. Just go into it and see what happens. It's okay. It's fine.